Hi crafters, this is Crafty Savvy, and I'm here today to share another journal that I just finished putting together. I used some fabric that I got at a local thrift shop, and I've shown this to you before. I have already made several projects using it. I just love it so much that I wanted to make a whole journal. And so it's really beautiful. It's pink with gold running through it. So that's what I used for the front cover and for several of the embellishments inside. So I was asked by several subscribers to show how I implement some of the projects that I make, or like the pockets and those fabric envelopes that I've shown, and how I use them inside my journals. So I thought that this would be a good opportunity to do that. So generally this is following sort of a theme where it's just all pink. I hope it's not too much pink. I don't think it is, but I wanted to sort of incorporate all of those projects into one journal, and this is what I came up with. So on the front is an image that I printed out from Pinterest, and I've trimmed it off with vintage lace here. This is also all vintage here and here. I've wrapped that sort of around the spine towards the back. I covered a large envelope with that pink fabric, and it was, I put Fabri-Tac under there to sort of keep it glued together, and then I also did some stitching around the whole entire thing to keep it together. Here's a swatch of material. I've showed you this also in one of my other videos. It's just all my bits that of leftover fabric and things, and I just sew them together into these little swatches, and I've been using them. So just like here, I just glued it down, and I attached my chipboard word tile to it, so that says heart and soul. And I closed it off with some sari silk ribbon, and this is the sari silk that my good friend and a subscriber, Wendy Roope, sent to me. And Wendy, it looks beautiful on this journal, so thank you so much. We exchanged packages, and Wendy made her very first video using the package that I sent to her. And Wendy, I hope that that's not the last that we will be seeing or hearing from you. She just put up a video, and I believe it's just under her name, Wendy Roope. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of your projects and what you have or will be creating, and would love if you would share it with us, because we'd all love to see. So inside the cover is a fabric pocket I sewed across here, and it's in the front and it goes all the way to the back, so it's just one long pocket. And I trimmed it off with some wide lace there, and then used a piece of sari silk ribbon to go across, and there's the stitching you can see. And inside that pocket is an altar paper clip, and just another swatch of that fabric. And this is a copy of a vintage piece of ephemera that I have, and then I just coffee stained it, and I love the way that that came out there. And so that goes back together. And then on the first page here, we have one of those fabric envelopes that I made, and I've got it closed with some sari silk ribbon. I used some grommets here to feed it through, and I don't have anything in there now, but it is a little pocket. So this is one of the embellishments that I've made a video for, And all I did was just glue down the 3 sides there. I left it open up here so that you could have a pocket at the top. And so inside there is just some extra ephemera, some writing paper. There's a little envelope here, and I just put some book page on the top. And that fits in there. There's some vintage pink lace along the side. I left room for journaling or attaching photos. Lots of places for writing. There's some more lace on the side. This page here is an old knitting pattern book, and I kind of folded it up in a way that it would give me a pocket on the side here and a little pocket here, which if you turn over the page is the same pocket that's on this side. I did some sewing all around it, and inside there is a report card. And in the little pocket here is just another little tag, and I attached another swatch to that. And there's some sari silk on the top. That just fits in there. In the back of that is just some extra writing paper. And then on this page here, this is a piece of that fabric and some lace on the top, and it's just like a little flip up. Underneath it is some extra writing paper and room for photos or whatever you want to put back there. This page here, this is some old Shakespeare out of my Shakespeare book, and I just copied it and coffee stained it, put a doily on it. And this is a pocket that I made out of some book page or dictionary page. There's a index card on there, and then pieces of fabric just sort of layered up, and some lace, and a really pretty tag to go with it. There's some sari and some ribbon. And some lace trim there. On this page here, this is a Romeo and Juliet book page. I coffee stained it. And on here, this is a glassine bag here. And again, it just has some extra fabric, another swatch on there that I glued down. And I just want to show you. I have been going crazy making these glassine bags, or these bags in this size. I love the size, and I just can't stop making them. So someone sent me a sample, like they sent me this little bag, and I guess I can't tell if this is wax paper or what it is, but this is just such an adorable size. And so I got to thinking how I can make my own and how many different things I could make it out of. So I got going, and I came up with, I had so much dictionary page, I still do, so I made so many of them out of dictionary page. I coffee stained them all, and on these I attached lace and ribbon here too, and they're just so cute. Anyway, so then I got out my wax paper, my parchment paper. I tried playing around. I made a bunch like that. These are all out of dictionary page. And then I even tried making some out of, this is the lunch bag, the paper from lunch bags. That one's coffee stained there. And so I made a bunch like that. So I grew my stash just so I have them ready. But they were so much fun to make. And if you guys have any interest in knowing how I made them and the size, just let me know in the comments, and I can either do a video or just let you know what I did there. And that's just a little tag that I put inside of it. So much fun. So some more vintage lace there. This page is an old envelope, mailing envelope. And attached to it is just an altered paper clip with some extra ephemera and writing paper. This page I have attached some, what do you call that, burlap, and an old piece of lace on there, which is, you can't probably tell, but it's really light pink, really pretty. And here is one of the pockets that we made together on another video. And I glued it down on 3 sides using my hot glue, and I left it open so that there's a pocket there and then also a pocket there. I just trimmed it off with some lace. There's a Tim Holtz clip holding that together, a postcard, and some extra writing paper and a library card inside there. And then here I just have, this is the center of the signature. This is a little fabric swatch that I just turned into a pocket. Just sewed it and glued it down. That's, I believe that's Tim Holtz, but I'm not sure. There's a little envelope that I had and some ephemera. Those are Tim Holtz people. I put that in there. Some more lace. And this page here is just a copy of a check of some sort from an ice cream shop. And I just attached some sari to that, and it flips up. That's old music paper. So you can do some journaling there and on there. That's the other half of that mailing envelope. And that's just, again, a guest check and some Rolodex card and another altered paper clip. I get a little carried away with my altered paper clips. I love making them. And then this is just some more lace trim. I have Romeo and Juliet book page from my Shakespeare book. Some more lace on there. And then on this page I used another piece of that fabric. And this was a pocket that I had made out of some book page. I attached some more of that fabric there with some lace. And inside the pocket, it's like a little side pocket, is some ephemera. And another piece of that sari silk ribbon there. Some really wide lace there. This is the other side of that knitting page that I folded up. So inside the pocket is some old ephemera that I had. And just some extra bits that I attached underneath the paper clip. And that's the back side of that. I didn't put anything in there, and in that little pocket is just another little tag. Some more vintage lace. And on this page, so that's all the last page, is a side pocket that I made with some lace, and there's some pearl trim on there. This is a little postcard. So it was my birthday, the beginning of October, and my husband bought me a printer for my craft room. And I don't know if you guys all remember, but he had also in the summer gone to a yard sale and bought me a book that was filled with these old postcards. So as soon as I got my printer, I was dying to take copies of these postcards. So that's what this one is, and it came out really well. Really pleased with the way they turned out. So I'll be doing more of that, copying these. And I just put that in there. And the back page has that same pocket, and inside is just a really pretty altered paper clip there. And some old banknotes, just some ephemera that I had. That fits in there. And that's it. That's the back. So that's my Heart and Soul very pink journal. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions about any of the other things that are in there that I haven't shown, then just let me know in the comments and I can respond back or do a little video. And that's it. I hope you guys are all well. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.